Hey, what's going on, guys? Gage here, and today I'm here with my buddy Chad.
What's up?
And you know what? We're gonna creep you out, creep us ourselves out, to be honest. And we're gonna be recording us reacting to three,
Craigslist horror stories.
yeah, three Craigslist horror stories, and volume one because I see volume two right next to it. And we're not gonna put the video like on the screen, like
For
right
copyright
in, yeah, for
issues.
copyright issues. So yeah, let's get on with the video.
Will I cut you off?
Yes, you cut me off.
Oh well.
I'm a 22-year-old girl. I was looking on Craigslist to buy a couch for my new apartment a month ago. I found something I thought seemed like a good deal.
Okay, I'm gonna comment on this. You don't buy couches from Craigslist. I'm
Buy
sorry.
shit from Craigslist in the first place.
Craigslist is not a reliable source in the first place, but buying a couch is the worst thing to do. I don't care. I mean, other than dildos and condoms and stuff like that, don't do it. Don't do it. Dildos and condoms and couches. No, don't do them. I've seen too many condom pranks.
From the pictures, the couch seemed to be in great shape. The seller wanted to be contacted by email. His email was mexicanpoppy666@hotmail.com. I felt that email was a bit off-putting, but I still went ahead and emailed him my offer. He responded within 5 minutes, accepting the offer and asking for my address.
No.
I honestly felt uncomfortable with his asking.
No,
I did not want a stranger coming to my house. I suggested that I just come to his house to pick it up, but he continually insisted that he come to my house.
You want to know what
Eventually,
he's going to do when he comes to your house?
And a day later, he emailed me again, giving me his address. I didn't know if I should go at that point, but it seemed like a steal, almost too good to be true. And according to his address, he didn't live too far. So I got in my van and drove over to the seller's house. I immediately noticed that the house was a bit smaller than all the other houses on the block. When I rang the bell, a middle-aged man wearing a baseball cap answered the door. He gave me a huge smile and invited me in. I was immediately feeling uneasy. He led me into his living room, and I saw the couch. Immediately, I saw scuff marks and small tears in the couch. It was not at all the shape that it appeared in the ad. I commented on this. He just smiled and offered to lower the price. I told him I'm not interested. And here's where things started getting creepy. As I was making my way out of the house, he put his hand on my shoulder and offered to give it to me for free if I was willing to, quote-unquote, give something to him. I let out a disgusted gasp and got back into my car. I didn't even look up out the window. I just drove away from there quickly. But it doesn't end there. That same night,
followed your
I was
ass
laying in
home.
my bed watching TV when I thought I heard somebody stomping up the steps of my porch.
Yep.
I was able
Fucking
to
pull up
clearly hear the
Target.
sound of somebody fiddling with my front doorknob.
Really?
I jumped out of my bed and tiptoed over to the front door to look through the peephole, but whoever it was already gone. And then, I thought I could hear the sound of the gate to the backyard opening and closing. That was when I grabbed the phone and dialed 911. Soon after, I heard the sound of somebody fiddling with the doorknob to the back door of the apartment. I yelled to whoever it was that the police were on their way, and after that, I heard the sound of the gate opening and closing again.
Yeah, it's not worth going to jail for. I'm sorry.
No
matter how much of a pedophile you can be.
I still can't sleep at night.
No.
I'm 99% sure it was the man that was selling the couch. He must have followed me home. There's no way it was just a coincidence. I don't plan on using Craigslist anymore, and I'm still trying to find a new apartment. Number 2. I was looking for a car to buy for my son for his 18th birthday. I was searching all the typical car websites, cars.com, eBay Motors. They were all overpriced as expected. Craigslist was the only place to find an actual deal. About a week into my search, I found an 03 Toyota Camry. It had 67,000 miles, no accidents, no damage, and good condition for only $3,500. This seemed like a steal for such a reliable car with such low mileage. The seller lived about 10 miles from me, which was a reasonable drive when looking for a car. I gave him a call to set up a time to come check it out. The man sounded normal on the phone. He assured me that there were absolutely no problems with the car. He introduced himself as Bob. I brought along $3,500 in cash, even though I planned on wiggling down the price as much as possible. I pulled up the dirt road to Bob's property about 15 minutes early. It was a tiny little house with a decent-sized property, only because it was a bit far from the nearest neighbors. The garage was open, so I walked over to see if anybody was inside, but except for an unusual amount of car parts, it was empty. The car was nowhere in sight. The only car on the property was an old pickup truck. I went over to the front door to check the house numbers. It was the right address. The doorbell button was missing, so I knocked on the front door. I knocked for exactly 5 minutes before deciding to give the man a call. So I dialed his number and I heard the sound of the cell phone ringing from inside the house. I was extremely confused at this point. Now I knew I had the right house. I didn't understand why, if he was home, why he wasn't answering. I decided I had to take a peek through one of the windows to see if anybody was inside. Peering through the glass, I couldn't really see much as it was pretty dark inside the house. I saw a very old-fashioned dining room set, but across from that, I saw somebody standing at the back door of the house, staring outside. I
Would've got
figured
the
that
fuck
must
up
have
out of
been
there.
him, so I knocked on the window.
Don't,
but he
dude.
didn't even move. There was no gate or anything to the backyard. It was just a wide open yard, since this wasn't a rural area. I simply walked around the house to the backyard. I didn't understand how he couldn't hear me. When I got to the back door, I made a shocking realization. The figure standing by the door was a taxidermied human being.
Whoa.
I ran straight back the way I came and back to my car. I looked up one last time before driving off. The blinds to the window I had peeked into had been shut, but I could see two of the blinds bent open. Somebody was at that window.
Toward the nigga's driveway. Oh, getting out that place.
Dust
The whole
up,
situation
gone.
still makes no sense. All the car parts, the fact that there was no Toyota Camry, the taxidermied human being, the fact that there was no car there leads me to believe that whoever that man wasn't planning on selling me anything. And that also leads to the disturbing thought that I was very close to becoming a lifeless statue staring out that man's back door.
Replace the
Number
old
one.
one.
I was looking to buy the iPhone 5 about
This
a
is
year
number
ago.
3.
I found a guy on Craigslist who was selling his for $200. He claimed it was in mint condition and that he wanted to upgrade to the 5C. I didn't know much about how to go about testing a phone to make
Just
sure
get the
everything
iPhone
works.
for life
So I brought my
and just
little
do
brother
trade-in
along,
deals.
who knew a lot more than I did. We met halfway at a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot at like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my god.
Two large and
I'm
two
done.
guys
Oh.
stepped out of a black Honda
I'm
Civic
done.
and walked
He's gonna
over
get
to
killed,
us.
or he's some. Or no, he can't be killed. He's sitting there right in the store. But he's either gonna get like
He got a
stabbed.
scratch on it. My brother took out my SIM card and popped it into this new phone. He did some testing and told me that it works. The guy then asked for $250, even though he originally asked for $200. I lied and told him I only brought $200, and he seemed a bit unhappy with this. I did have $250, but I didn't want to spend more than his original
And if he
asking
killed
price.
you and he found out that you
I
had the
kinda
extra
figured it was
50
his
in your
way of
pocket,
making
dude.
sure I didn't haggle down the price. I handed the guy the $200, and he and his buddy got back in their car. We got back into my car, and I tested out the new phone by calling my girlfriend. I sat testing things around for about 5 minutes. My brother commented on the fact that the two guys hadn't left yet either, but I didn't really care. I started the car and pulled out of the parking lot. My brother then commented that the two guys started their car just as I had. I didn't find it too
Fuck
weird.
that.
I drove down the turnpike and eventually stopped at a red light. That's when I noticed the black Honda Civic pull up right behind us in my
You don't-
rearview mirror. I found that a bit.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. If you're planning on following somebody home, stay a few car lengths back. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of bad how I know that tactic. I mean, but it's just really common sense in general, to be honest with you. But you know what? It's their stupidity. I mean, you know what?
Weird, since I was sure
Don't
they
go
came
home,
from the
take a
opposite
detour.
direction. I continued my drive home, but every single turn we made, they followed, close on my tail too. My brother suggested I pull over, but there was no way I was going to do that. I knew those guys were looking for trouble. It got to the point where I was trying to lose them and started driving dangerously. If they needed something, they would call or at least honk their horn, but they were looking for some kind of trouble. I tried something risky to lose them. At an intersection, the light had just turned red. I floored it across the intersection before any of the cars would begin to pass.
That
My
is kind
brother
of
shouted
smart.
at me, calling me
We did
stupid
the
and
same
crazy,
thing.
but it worked. They didn't follow. We got home after the extra long drive. My heart was still racing from the intensity of the situation. I was just happy I got a working phone for such a low cost. Later that night, I was playing around with the phone, trying to set some things up before going to bed. My parents and brother were already asleep at this point. And just then, the sound of 2 car doors slamming shut outside interrupted me.
Oh
It felt
no!
like my heart
They tracked this
And
phone's
they-
IP.
The black
Oh
Honda
my
Civic was
god,
parked
they were
across the street.
smart.
I could only assume the 2 guys were already halfway to our front door. I immediately woke up my dad and explained everything as quickly as possible.
It's a little bit too late for
Got
that.
up, grabbed a baseball bat, and crouched behind the front door. A loud knock
You don't
came at
even
the
know what
front
they're
door.
equipped it with.
My dad screamed at them to go away. One of the guys on the other side of the door claimed to have a gun and said that he would shoot the lock off of the door if he didn't open up. My dad told me to call Joe, our
Go ahead,
friend who
waste the
lives 2
bullet.
doors down who happens to be a police officer. I
Okay.
called Joe and he said
Joe.
he'd be right over and to
Joe.
stay hidden. Here's the part that still scares me to this day. There was the sound of a silenced shot of a pistol. I peeked over and saw a bullet hole in the door, inches away from my dad's head.
Oh my
My
god.
dad ran away from the door and we all listened. We heard Joe outside yelling at them to drop their weapons. My dad went outside to help when they lowered their guns. Joe arrested the 2 assholes. I have to say, this was the scariest day of my life.
Leave it up to a man named Joe to
It was
save the
also
day.
the best I had ever felt in my entire life.
The best you've ever felt.
Nigga, he's about to die.
Oh my god. That's intense.
Fuck the interwebs.
I'm gone. I'm gone. If some
You know that? Fuck whoever made this video.
Mr. Nightmare.
Bro.
Piss off, dude, I swear. Oh my god, no.
You're a dick.
Oh my god, okay, what just scared us is that there was a bike that popped up on the screen and it scared us. Yeah, no, we're definitely not gonna upload this. I didn't expect that at all. To be honest. But anyway, guys. This is gonna be the end of the video right here. Don't get scared by bikes, people, because a picture of a bike just popped up in Zoom. Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, that's it for today, you guys. Please like this video and subscribe for more content on the Khaotic Network. If you want more of these reaction videos, just copy and paste the link in the comments of the video that you want us to see, and we'll probably go into it and react to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. And yeah, peace out, guys. Later.